Good morning, everyone.
Hi Ashish, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, 9 only. Let's wait. Mm, Well, did we discuss the dash components in our previous session?
No, actually we discussed about the Dash web page, and then we all had some issues with the PyCharm, and then you have showed us how to run and all those, right?
Okay, okay. So not about plotly graph, I think we understood. Then the DCC components, I told you HTML and how to text box, radio button, those things was covered, is it? Like how
Uh,
to what is dash core component and what are
no,
HTML components? Okay, okay,
no,
no
no,
worries.
that's not.
Okay, then I think there we need to start. Thanks for that. Mm, okay, got it. Mm, this notebook will explain. Okay, cover.
Ashish, you told us to save the
Uh-huh.
you asked us to create an empty file, like an text file, and we have to type all those modules, and then we can run that file, right? So how do we actually
Mm.
run that file, Ashish?
So that is this is all about today's session.
Okay, okay, then
While
it is
running,
fine.
how to running the file and create the application. No
Mm-hmm.
worries. I'm just figuring out where I can start. So this one, bar chart, everything, explanation of code is, I think this one we
That
discussed.
session 20 IPython notebook was totally covered.
No, this plotly graphs also we covered, right? Or this one is there, right? Or this one we didn't see.
Mm, Wait a minute.
This
Yeah,
we,
this we covered. This we covered.
Covered was
so this,
Dash, right?
yeah, sorry.
Dash plotly we started.
That's plotly. So once we started, we covered how to understand the plotly graphs. This one I think we covered. Explanation of the code was covered. 3D map, I
This
hope you
done
remember.
done.
Yeah, so this is covered. So this one, plotly setup. Okay, I think from here I'll give you the context and we'll directly jump into the practical thing rather than going through the theoretical one. So let me summarize this dash components. Basic HTML, I think we discussed that we have some basic HTML knowledge, right? So PDIV, and this is the sample HTML code, basic. Huh. Okay, I think let's start as 9.5. So first of all, there are like creating this application. So what we're doing actually, let me recap those things for you. Uh, Basically, we are creating a web application which is called Dash. Okay, and there we are going to, in that application, we are going to use HTML concept and the plotly graph concept that we studied in our previous sessions. So, so an app which will contain visualization details using Plotly. This is what our ultimate aim in these sessions. Okay. Before jumping to the Dash app, I three basic things you need to know. Okay, and we will discuss this. These three topics only we'll see, and we'll try to implement practically through code. Dash components, Plotly graphs, and callbacks. Now, plotly graphs, I think we all are aware now how plotly graphs are being, that histogram, scatter plot, 3D plot. So these are the plotly graphs. So this part, I think we all know. What is Dash component? Now, as we are building the Dash applications, so in that applications using Dash, we are going to utilize few of the components. What are the components means? Like suppose you are creating uh, a login page. Suppose like you are creating a web application where there is a page which will take username and login. Now those username and login will be entered in a text box. What is that called? Username, and where you are entering username and password, that is called text box.
True.
So in the UI, the text box and other things. Suppose you are developing one radio button. This we all cover. Okay, don't worry. We'll cover one by one. So these are called the components. Like which one you want to use, whether text box you want to use, slider you want to use, or radio button you want to use, as per our requirement, as per our business requirement, we are utilizing this component. So these are called components to Dash applications, and we need to know. So as if someone is starting from the scratch, so what he need to understand, what are the basic components here, and once you understand the basic components, then later on you can pick it up from there, and you can design your own application using those components. That is the main motive here. Okay, then once you design this page, username, password, text box, then you give one button that is called submit button. You give this name as submit button. So this is done. Now how it is working in the background, once you enter the text, once you enter the password, once you hit on the submit button, what is the thing that is happening in the background, and what is the logic? So this is, so that logical part, how the button is connected to your code. When you click submit button, that code is being executed in behind. Okay, so those will be defined in the callback section. Callbacks. Okay, so this is, so you think like this is your front end, and this is kind of your logic behind that front end. That's all. This is not complex, this much only. You just need to know this many things. Now Dash components, I told you, right? Like there are also two types of components. One is your HTML component. Now you can now understand why we need HTML components. HTML components means what? That headings, division,
Yeah.
paragraph, title, those are the HTML components. So that means HTML components we are using to design the UI, user interface, right? Now Dash core components is nothing but that drop down, slider, buttons, submit button, those things are Dash core components. So this is overall two types of components, HTML component and core components. So this Dash core components, you are going to see in the code as DCC, the abbreviation of Dash core components. So when I say DCC, you need to understand this is means Dash core components. Okay, and dash HTML component, its name is HTML only HTML. Okay, that we are going to see in the code. These are the basic. Now, to create an application, this is important. Okay, to create an applications, this code I have provided, no, these two piece of code you need to keep in your mind while creating a dash application, and it is going to be similar if you are going to use other libraries or other frameworks like Flask, Django, or any other web-based application. So same kind of format. What is the format? First, you create an object using the component or the module, dash module. This is the app object you are creating. Now, using this, once this app object you created, that means you are ready to publish this app or ready to deploy this app. Once this is created, that means you created the app. Now, to run this app, you have to follow this piece of line. That means these things are, as you told initially, in the text box, you have to write the code and you have to make sure the text box, sorry, the text file is having .py extension. Now, what is .py extension? .py extension is the Python
Python.
script. So that means Python code you need to write in that .py extensions. So the format is, this is the first line. Then you write the code in Python language. Suppose you want to show a visualization. So you call plotly and you show the plot. And there at the last line, you have to write like this. So this means what? This means the py file you are running, that is working as a main file, or that is the script that you want to run. And if you can see here, app.run server. If this equal to this, then app.run server. So that means the app you created above, you are running that in a server. Now this concept will be same for every web application development inside Python, whether you use Dask, Flask, Streamlit, okay, whatever web development library you are going to use, these one app creation, then run that app, and in the middle you write your own code like as per your requirement. Okay, so we will see this with example.
Ashish, sorry to cut you off. So in here, like you said that, right? Like for even in Streamlit or Django, wherever we are using, like for all those, like we're gonna write app equal to dash dot dash like
No,
that.
as we are using dash to develop, that's why we are writing dash. If you are
Okay.
using Streamlit, then you have to
Mhm.
write Streamlit. But that's why it's
Dash
not
dot
equal.
Streamlit I have
Yeah,
to write.
yeah, yeah. It's not equal, but it's kind of
Mhm.
similar. So once you
Okay.
understand this one, then if someone will show you the Streamlit or Flask code, you will quickly grasp that. That's not a
Okay.
problem.
So is this kind of that HTML tag, like we'll start that HTML and then we'll close that the tag with
No,
a,
no, no.
slash, right?
So that is the beauty of that. Is a very good question. So HTML things that we usually see, that we are not going to implement here.
Okay.
Here the HTML, that's why these are the components. Using these components, we are going to do that. Which components? Dash core
Dash
components
core
and dash
components.
HTML components.
Okay.
So that means this HTML components will take care of the HTML code. You just need to learn or need to understand how this is working. That's all. No need to write separate HTML file and then link that to it. Okay.
No, like what I'm asking is like if I'm going to run a application, or else if I'm going to run my code, means I supposed to write the app equal to
Hmm.
dash dot dash at the beginning, and then I have to write my whole code, and then in the end of the code I have to write if name equal to main,
Correct,
like that.
correct, 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 correct.
Okay.
So better understand. Let's switch back to the coding part. So
Okay.
anyone please wants to share the screen? I'll stop sharing.
1 minute.
So let's do it interchangeably so that everyone will. And in any case of any issues, you stop us and we'll sort it out immediately. So let's do it. And before you share, Okay, so before you open anything, PyCharm and everything, Dinesh, can you please open Plotly dash learning? Can you in Google, can you type
Yeah.
Plotly dash learning?
Plotly dash learning.
Yes. So this is how you can reach out to the documentation. You need not to depend on this code or what to write, how to script. So this documentation is self-explanatory. Yes, the first one. If you click on the first link,
1 minute, 1 minute. This Zoom controller was, yeah.
it always happens like hmm. And it is going to take a bit of time for you because this websites and all the contents are actually so many codes are behind. We are only seeing the UI part, so that's why it is taking. Now dash in 20 minutes tutorial and these things. So can you open dash in 20 minutes tutorial?
Yeah.
So I recommend you to go through this after even the session also to do a quick recap. Okay. Now here, can you see what is written? By the end of this tutorial, you will understand the basic building blocks of Dash and you will know how to build this app. Okay. Hello world. Hello world. When we started Python, we saw hello world, right? So here,
Yeah.
hello world means that basic beginning thing of something, right? So we're beginning to create the app. So this is hello world. So my aim is here to make you understand the importance of this documentation by reading it and understanding it and then implementing your code. Okay, building and launching an app with Dash can be done with just 7 lines of code. Open a Python IDE on your computer, create an app.py file with the code below and install Dash if you have not done so already. Okay, can you please do everyone? Can you please follow this instruction? Create an app.py file in your IDE. So where is your IDE?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let
And
me just delete all
your
those.
make sure your virtual environment is
Yeah, it's running.
activated and you have installed the requirements .txt file.
Okay, let
So
me
what
create a
were
new.
there? Huh. So do one thing, new, then huh.
Okay,
Or do
new.
one thing, you rename that hello.py file is what, Dinesh, for you? Hello.py.
Nothing. It's just an empty
Yeah,
file. I was
yeah,
just trying on it.
right. So rename that, no? They rename that to app.py as the documentation said. Right
Okay.
click and rename it.
What is the tree name kind of thing?
Is not there.
I think the rename, I supposed to do it in the file, I think. Let me just create a new one, then it'll be easy.
Okay.
Python new.
Finish, you can do it through refactor.
What is that? Oh,
Right click,
okay.
refactor.
Refactor.
Yeah, refactor.
Oh, okay,
Below.
here. Okay, fine, fine, fine.
Thanks for
But
that.
now, yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I think he was familiar with it. Like, if you want
Huh.
to show, like, share means Rajesh, then it'll be easy for
No,
Ashish
you
to.
do. See.
Okay,
I think he has exposure, right? So you
okay,
guys don't
okay.
have exposure. Better you guys do. Those who doesn't know anything, it will be better for them.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay, so
So,
now
huh.
it's my new app.py.
Okay. So your file name. So this is important to understand here. This is your script. What is your script? New app.py is
Yeah.
the Python script, and
Mm-hmm.
using this kind of script, you are going to create the app. Now, how to, before we jump to Dash application, basic things, how to run a script in Python. We saw this previous session, right?
Yeah.
So suppose, say, in this in this file you have written print hello world. Okay, it is going to print hello world, right? How, please show how you can run this file
Sure.
so that, yeah.
So in here I supposed to write py and then new.
Not py, Python.
Yeah, but that was also working, Ashish. That's what.
Working, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
can you do that?
So now
Okay,
it's working. Yeah.
py, but in VS code py is working or not, I have not checked. Okay, let me check. Okay, but that is a good thing. Py, then the file name, right?
Yeah.
This
Even
is how
Python will
you,
also work.
Yeah. So I use Python. Sometimes it's Python 3, Python py. So this is how you run a script. Now, how I told you how to cross verify the required libraries are installed.
Okay, so
So there in the command prompt, you will write peep list,
yeah, okay.
peep list, right?
Good
Peep list. Yeah. So if you do
list.
this, it will show you what? All the libraries that is
Libraries were
installed
present.
in this virtual environment, not inside your system.
Yeah.
Virtual environment. So make sure dash is installed. Can you verify dash is installed?
No, Dash was not installed actually.
Right?
Yeah.
And to double confirm, what you can do in your new app.py, you import the dash applications. Import dash
Import
and run
Dash.
this script. If it is not there, it will throw you the error what? Module not found.
Yeah, okay. I think it's already saying error.
Warning, right?
Yeah.
Correct. That means it's not installed. So open the requirement that, so you deleted the requirement.txt file.
Yeah. Actually, 1 minute.
Why?
Let me create it. Okay,
Why
file.
you deleted? So I told you, right? What is the importance of that file?
No. Actually, on that day, I had a difficulties of running that text file, so that instead
So
of
you need to run it. So in the
okay,
text file, see, you have to run the .py extensions. Other files, text file, HTML file is not like for running. It will be there for your reference. And from there, so what I told to be installed in the requirement, dash, then
yeah,
whatever is like, so first you install dash, right?
Dash.
Let's do that. Okay,
It's
dash.
supposed to be in caps, right? Dash.
Yes. No. I think it's small. I think it's small.
Let me
Just
verify
a
it
second.
here. Dash. Okay.
Yeah.
Dash.
Okay.
Pandas.
Then so pandas and all, I think it will be by default. But yeah,
Okay.
if it is based on the error. So the point is it why I am telling you to do this. Suppose you are working with one project and the same project you need another library to be installed after a few days. You are working and in the middle you realize you need to use cburn library and it is not installed. So in that case, what you will do? You again come to this requirement.txt, add that library and run that. What is the command to install using requirement.txt? Pip install, then -r, then requirement.txt file.
Okay.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I'm getting like in a terminal now. I'm getting like yellow highlights in it. So is that not working or not activated?
Can you please, Dinesh, can you
Yeah.
please
Let me
stop?
stop my share.
Am I sharing, sir?
Not yet.
Okay.
Nothing is there for me here. I'm not sure about others. Can you guys see her screen?
No, not able to
No.
see.
No.
Okay. I think you need to share the full screen. Maybe. Yeah, it is now. It is coming. Yeah. Okay. Which one is this? Which is what is the ID you are using here?
PyCharm.
Okay, you are a white PyCharm you are using. Okay, I got confused. Okay, so virtual environment print. So what you do need to do next to run this script?
Shift
Uh,
F10.
py and then the file name.
Sorry.
So py,
Py.
then space, then the file name. What is the script name there?
App.py.
Correct. And make use of tab key to auto populate the file name.
Yeah, now is it okay now?
Correct.
Yeah.
It is now working. And this is how you need to run every script in Python. So suppose now let's jump to the documentation part and execute some of the things. So Niveta, you can stop sharing. So Dinesh will follow the screen. Okay.
Sir, even I have one question here. Like when
Okay.
I'm trying to run this install the libraries. I'm getting some error.
Yeah, can you please share? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we have not reached till this now. Okay, Diksha. So what you need to do? What is the error you are getting?
Just a minute. Yeah, here.
Huh. So okay, we can also follow Diksha's screen. Dinesh, you can follow what we were doing here.
Yeah, yeah.
So requirements.txt. This is the file that you make sure make a habit that you are acquainted with this requirement.txt file, because as I told you, in between, if you need to install any new library, you just add in this list. Suppose dash and pandas you installed, and meanwhile after 2 days you realized you also need numpy. Now tell me before this how to install this using requirement.txt. I told you, right? Pip. Can you write pip, then install, then records? Not there in the yeah. So can you in your script? What is your, you have opened so many .py file? Which one is the current one? New.
I'll close. There's nothing there. App.py.
Okay. 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 Requirement.txt. Can you remove the pip after numpy, or it will throw you error?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and control S to save. Control S to save.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Now pip install, then hyphen R space in the hyphen R, then file name. What is the file name we are utilizing here?
Requirements.txt.
Correct. So R, write R E Q and hit tab so that it will automatically coming up. Okay, you need to write it completely. Now hit enter. What is the response you are getting?
No such file.
It's getting downloaded for me.
Just a minute. Requirement.txt. Now tell me, where is your requirement file here? Inside the VNV
Yeah, yes, sir. Here.
or outside the VNV?
Like I see, if you see on the left side panel, it is under V and
So no, you need to understand here the file structure that you are storing. Now tell me, the requirement.txt file is there in the left hand side. It is inside the VNV folder or outside the VNV folder? That you need to understand here.
Mm,
Yeah, try to understand. Like this is the question is for all, right? Those who knows, that is fine. Those who don't know, can you tell me what is, like, where is it the file? That's why see the error, think, and see what is the error you are getting.
Actually, that
no
was
such
inside
file.
of a lib folder.
So in the terminal, what is the error you are getting? What is the
No
error
such
message?
file. No such
No
file.
such file. That means what? It is not able to find the
Find the
file.
file.
But you can see it in the left hand side. That's why it is getting confusing you, right? It is there, but why it is saying, but actually it is not inside the required folder where you are running the script. Okay.
Okay.
So either you have to so guys, is it inside or outside? I am also now getting confused. So so where are you currently right now? In which directory? See the command prompt and tell me where are you currently right now? In which folder?
Under it shows like V and V base Diksha.
Okay. Let me tell you. See, hold on a second. I can annotate. Yeah, I can annotate. See, this VNV means not this name. Okay, this means a virtual environment is activated, whatever may be this folder name. Okay, so any folder you can make it a virtual environment. Suppose this is this folder name is assist now. If I want to use that, it will be written as venv, then the assist folder path here, in here. This is your total path.
Yes, sir.
And this, when left hand side venv is there, that means what? It is a virtual environment. Okay. This left hand side indication means what? Your virtual environment is currently working or activated. This is not the folder name. Clear?
Okay.
This one clear? Whatever may be the folder name, this word will be there if it is activated.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So this part is done. You understood that one. Now, in this part, it is the folder path where you are running all your script and all, right? So where,
Yes, sir.
what is that? MacBook Air Python project. That means what? This folder.
Okay, it is not in the actual VENV folder.
So what you can do,
I just tried to move this to this one, this requirements.txt, which is outside. I tried to push it in the
but I
VENV.
think this is not a problem, because this should also work, because this requirement.txt is inside which folder currently? Python project,
Yes, sir.
and you are also inside that project, right? So maybe is it different in Mac?
Or shall I try to refactor this and see, like try moving this here? I tried to move this, it is giving me this pop-up now. Shall I try to click on refactor and check?
Refactor. Okay. Can you do that? What happened?
Yeah,
Anything
now
happened?
it has moved here.
It is moved here, but I'm not sure whether. Okay, can you run that query again? Sorry, on that command again. So in Mac, how to get the previous command is the same up key.
I don't know.
Try, no, if you don't, like, let's try, instead
Yes,
of writing.
it's the up key in Mac also.
Okay.
Okay.
Something is happening. No, guys, please, let's take your time and try to understand what is happening. Once you understand, I think then you can, there is no problem. Pip install recursively requirement.txt. Reason tried this. No such file. This is also the same thing is happening, right?
Yes, sir. Again, same error.
Teacher,
Okay.
do one thing. Can you click right click on the Python project on the top?
Which one? Here is it?
Here.
On the
Okay, here, right click.
click and see for open in anywhere.
Open.
Find in path.
Open
Is
in terminal. Go down. Go,
open in terminal. Yeah.
click on.
Click on that.
And now type ls.
ls.
See, now you have the folder and you can see the files. Now you can run py.
But that requirements is not seen right here.
You already moved to under VNV. So
Yes.
yeah, go back.
Put it. Do one thing. Drag this file to this location outside of this.
Okay.
This is how you can transfer the files also. But I'm also refactor. Okay, now can you run this ls again? So this ls means what? List of files.
Yeah, requirement.txt is there.
Okay, now pip install that one. So guys, can you also try pip install r pip install -r then requirement.txt is working for you, Windows user?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, then I think we need to fix. Use that tab. Make it a practice to use the tab instead of writing. Okay.
It is not working now. I just checked.
Oh, okay. So that means
Because we
something.
changed the terminal, right? So I think it is not working.
Okay, can you? Okay, can you write pip install dash only? Pip install dash. Huh. I think this will be right. Yeah.
And still look at the
Oh.
spelling.
Something is a problem here, I think. Okay, install spelling. Okay, okay.
Else we can try with the packages, adding the packages in the project,
Sir,
right? Like
excuse
No,
me,
no,
sir.
no. Yeah.
That you have refactor. You told me now that
Uh-huh.
actually for what purpose we have do that? Have created the folder and everything.
Okay. Okay.
for renaming purpose.
So this refactor will also change your path also, what I observed here. But here I think this is something different problem, guys. This is with the Python installation, it seems. Because if you see this line, user local library.python, no such file. So it is the, can you do one thing, Diksha? Can you restart this or close this and open it again? I think this is
Yeah,
something.
like before the session, I tried some same thing was happening.
So this is something specific to your system actually, not to it Mac or anything. Here I can see if you see reference from this bean Python file is not there in the bean folder. Can you open this folder, Diksha? This one.
Hello, Diksha. Can you run the requirement file again?
Up query.
Pip install dash requirement file.
Up key. Press the up key.
Yeah, yes, I'm pressing that. Yeah.
Huh. So Python is not recognized. It is not.
Here, no, the test drop down is there, no? We can select a current file, no? She's selected test file.
This one you are saying base.
To the right corner. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's a text file, right? Like it won't show in there.
No, this see guys, this is to that the. Okay. So something.
Ashish, but in the Python itself,
Ashish,
like we
I'm
can add a package, I think. Like Python package, there is a window over there.
Excuse me, sir. For me also it shows the error that it looks like a path. The path does not exist like the way it shows.
Okay. So is it kind of so Divya, 1 minute. Diksha, can you open this bean folder? You can also follow Divya. Can you see this?
Ashish, I tried doing this in Mac. It's working like pip install -r and then the.
No, that we confirm. This is specific to the installation of Python in her system particularly. Here, if you see, there is no Python file is there.
So like
Python.
under bin folder, I can see Python.
So it is saying, if you see this message, no such file. Okay, this message. What is the path it is mentioning? User, then local, then. Okay, Diksha, can you do me a favor? Can you come out of this virtual environment? What you need to write? Deactivate. Just write deactivate. Is Python installed properly in your system? That is also one point. I think it is deactivate.
And it is not getting typed.
You type it, you know.
No, that's what, like when I'm typing, nothing is getting typed on the screen.
You mean to say you can only type DEA?
Yes, after that it is stopped. Nothing is getting typed.
What is this then? Okay. You are not able to type anything right now.
Yes, sir, I'll try in this terminal. Okay, here it.
Okay, deactivate. Now, can you see it got deactivated? Now, can you do one thing? Python version. Can you write py Python or write Python, then space, then hyphen and hyphen, double hyphen version. What is the Python? You can guys also check it. This is so Python is installed, right? Then what is a specific thing? Okay, so Diksha, let's do one thing. Let's not debug right now. It will consume time.
Yeah,
Can you
okay, sir.
send me this screenshot of yours
Yeah.
in my mail? I'll go through it and I'll try to find out what is causing the issue.
Yeah, okay,
And
sir,
this is,
sure.
I think, specific to the environment. It is not for this one. So some setup is wrong here. The Python installation and all.
Yeah, okay, sir, sure.
So you please follow the videos. Or one thing you can do this in Jupyter Notebook, but Jupyter Notebook will you need to close the Jupyter book every time once you run a script. Okay, so
Yeah.
do one thing. You pay attention. Let's observe other screen and send me this error screenshot.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Actually,
Yeah,
I
please,
have,
Divya, can you please say?
yeah, please. I am not given the refactor name. I don't know how to give. Sorry, but
No,
it
no, no,
shows
no worries. Please
error.
share your screen.
Yes.
So this setup is, that's why DS like ML engineers are in high demand. Yeah. So what is your problem?
Actually, I have opened that Python file, and
Mhm.
and that refactor you told me that I won't give. I don't know how to give that. I'm just
No, don't go for refactor. You just run a script. So whether it's a running script is working or for you or not,
that
write
yes,
print. So write
yes.
print hello world in the script and run the script.
Actually, it's running, sir. But that
Refactor,
rec-
you need not to worry about the refactor. That is too specific to her
For
system.
me, actually,
Ah.
Rajesh was told. Refactor is to rename or change the path of the file.
Hmm.
In my better
Okay, so if it
understanding.
is working, if it is working, then you are good to go, Aditya. You need not to worry about anything.
actually that is
Yeah, run it. Yeah, it is working, right?
okay. That I'm just confusing about. I have not given the refactor that so that we do
No,
we
no, no,
have,
no worries, no
do I
worries.
have
You
get
are
any
good to go
error?
now. You are good to go now.
I think the
So,
requirement file also not installed in her system, I think.
so can you run pip
The spelling
install, Divya? Can you install, write pip install minus hyphen r, then requirements.txt.
Page shall I give?
Yeah, space re, then heat tab. Then yeah. Okay, now yours is saying what? New
Yes.
release. Okay, that is a so that means updated, right? And what is the libraries you have put in the requirement.txt? How to know that?
The txt file is in a
Huh.
Python project VNV, and
And
that
what is inside that? What is inside that? How to verify?
inside VNV I have app.py
No.
main.
What is inside requirements.txt file? That
That
you already
yesterday we have I upload all the
see.
uh,
This tab.
libraries.
See. Please see here. All the files are open, right? So whatever inside the files, you can verify from here. Okay, by clicking into the file. So what is inside requirement.txt file? You click here in this tab. It will show you what is inside that file. This is the beauty of what? Python IDE. That everything in one place.
But it's not showing.
I think you mean, yeah. So that means there is nothing inside the requirement.txt file. That's why I told you to verify. This is how you will verify. Suppose I will tell you, Divya, what is app.py file contains. So what you need to, there you need not to go. In the tab it is open, you click here and verify what is inside that. Okay. I said what is in the new app.py file. So once you click here, it will pop up in this, right? In this here.
Okay.
And you can now deal with the individual files. Suppose you need to change something in the main.py file, you can change here. Suppose you need to change something app.py file, you can change here. right? By coming into this place.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just
So now,
confused. Sorry.
no worries, no worries. Requirements.txt file means you have not mentioned anything in there, right?
But that last day we have through this file we are importing somewhat library here, right?
So that's why I told you to check what is inside the requirements.txt file. If it is nothing is there, you write the required library names there in the
Okay,
requirements.txt.
then that day we have imported the libraries. Then what name that library files are there?
So that you need to find. I think that will be saved in some other. This is newly you created, right? Or
Yes, sir.
today?
Newly we have created the requirements.txt at that day.
Okay.
After that, we have import all the libraries. Actually, I'm not sure with that file or that day we have imported all the libraries.
Okay. But that day, if this is the same file, then that means the details didn't get saved properly. That's why I told you make a habit. If you change anything in the script, make sure to press Ctrl S so that it will save there inside the file.
Okay, even though it's not saved, it will be in the system, right? That all the
So,
libraries.
so Divya, do one thing in the requirement. You start everything again. Go to the requirement.txt file. Write the library module name there. So again, okay, Divya, again,
Yes.
I'll tell you, okay. So once you want to open any file, you just click here once. Okay, suppose main.py file, you click here once. This will appear here.
Okay.
If you
Okay,
want
sir.
to know what is text requirement.txt, come here, click once, it will appear here. Okay, you need not to come every time here and click it. It is already there.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And you just need to switch between the tabs to understand what is inside there.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Okay, so this is how you need to get yourself familiar with the environment. Then only it will be easier, or you can enjoy the coding here. Now
Okay,
go to the requirement.txt file. There you mention the module's name. What we need, dash, right? Or let's make it only dash. Okay, as of now only make it dash. Okay, this is the library that you are going to know. Now Control S, make it a habit to press Control S to save the file. Now
While
once it is
clicking while clicking this,
Hmm.
clicking here, and then you have to
Control S, correct, right. Okay, now go to the terminal. So are you understanding what is happening here? We are
Yes, sir.
verifying
Yes.
the files here. We are writing the codes here. Then once it is written, we are running at the bottom, right? This is what we are doing. Now once yours is done, this one, can you in the terminal, can you place Control C? So Control C is to stop. I'm not sure about Mac users. What is their command? Control.
Same Control C only.
But I can't able to type anything here, sir. Yeah, now okay.
Okay, so that means you have to wait for a minute. Okay, and this is development. No, it will make your system also slow. So you have to be patient here, guys. Okay, don't break your laptop. Sometimes it happens. I feel like I have to break the laptop, but yeah. Okay, py then requirement.txt. So that means what? In the bottom section, what we are doing after writing the code here in the bottom section, we are executing it. So we'll execute this fast command is what? Which environment you are going to use? We said Python. Now using Python, run this what? File.
Requirement.txt.
But why we were running the py in requirement actually?
And not so what we are sorry, not py, pip
We are
install.
supposed to pip install.
Pip install. So the initial commands are the what? The commands you need to use in Python environment. Pip install. So
You can use up arrow, Divya.
So make it a practice, guys. Okay, that's why I told you. What
No.
else I was saying?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Install
Requirements. Hit, yeah. Can you hit tab? Sorry, hit enter.
That R was not there actually.
What is that? Invalid requirement.
Minus
No,
R, she has
minus R was missed while she was running the code actually. Pip,
Divya, you can just put up arrow, don't type every time, just do
Hmm.
up, press up arrow and
So Divya, hold on. You don't type. You remove everything you are writing. You remove everything you are writing. Hold on for a second. Okay. Take a break. Now hit up arrow. Okay. This is the previous command that you executed. And if you keep pressing this up arrow, all the previous commands will pop up to you. So if you are running the same command again, you need not to type it. You just hit up arrow, the command will come and press enter.
Okay, sir.
this command is incorrect also.
So pip install space minus. So try to understand what you are doing, okay, rather than blindly following. This means
For
what?
minus or what we have to give, for what purpose we are giving minus or sir?
So minus R means recursively go through this file and install what? Follow pip install on the whatever there inside this text file. So minus R means what? Recursively. Okay, now press enter. Okay, so that means you can see the message. Be patient, read everything that is popping up on your screen. Requirement already satisfied. Requirement already. So that means all the libraries or the Dash app is already installed.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so that means we are good to go now.
Okay. I'm okay, sir. Thank you. I'm
Okay.
just confused at that
No,
time.
that's why we all are here, right? We are learning new things. So it
Uh,
is obvious.
Ashish, and the Typhon har is because of like we were running it in a recursive mode so that it can instill how many packages that we were given over there. It will
Correct.
verify, right?
Yeah, correct. So it
That
will go
recursion.
line by line. Suppose
Okay,
dash,
okay,
then below you write pandas, then below you write matplotlib. So it is
okay,
recursively going through one by one.
okay.
And
So
if it, yeah.
To
yeah,
get the list,
recursive
you
means
sorry. To
yeah.
get
Go on,
you
go on, go on.
told me to get the list of what we have imported the libraries. How to check that, sir? That sorry,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
command.
Okay. Peep, then space list. Okay, so here all this library with the versions, and I forgot the command to extract this. So suppose you want to extract all this information, your libraries and along with the versions.
But here we don't see that name. We have name of the libraries.
You have to scroll up a bit. You are like it is like half of the list you are seeing. So scroll up a bit, and
Yes,
yeah. Okay, so this is not done. Actually, so many things are there in Python, right?
Okay, sir.
So this one and along with the versions. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sure. So can we go to the documentation and start executing the code?
Yes, sir.
So Divya, if you are okay. So dash in 20 minutes. Go to that one.
Here.
Yeah. Go below. Yes. Now copy this code. Go down. Yeah, slowly go. Don't worry. Just take your time. No need to be panic and all. So how to copy that? So this is what file? Okay, hold on. Don't do it anything unless I tell you. Okay, or else
Okay,
it will be.
sorry.
See requirements.txt file is open now. You
Yes.
pasted in the text file, right? So make it control Z first.
Shall I delete it?
Place control Z. Control Z again. Right. Now control S. Okay, and don't do anything. Hold on for a second. Just hear me. Now, see, I told you whatever Python file that you are working, it will be popped up here, right? Right. So these are the files, text files, py files, all the files will be popped up here. Now we need to write that code in app.py file, that in that script, right? So which one to open? Yes. Click on that. Correct. Click on that. Now here you paste it. Okay. Here you paste that code. Yeah. Now what is the next step? Control S. Save it. then come below, run the script using py, then the file name with Python extension. Py space
Yes.
file name.
App.
Yeah. So APPP, then yeah, correct. Now hit enter. Everyone please follow the same. And please hold on a second. Let everyone verify, those who are doing for the first time. Now you are going to get a what please try to read this. Dash is running on this URL. That means the application you created from the above code, it is running in this URL. Now what is this URL? This is the URL which is belongs to your local host. That means your laptop. Okay, so this is kind of development environment. You can build and develop your application in the local environment, then you push this code to production. This is how it works. Okay, now here debug mode is on. So how to access the application? By going to this URL and see in the browser. So most of the time it automatically open up, but if it is not opening automatically, you copy this URL and don't use control C. I think control C will stop the server. Right click and copy it.
But if you were clicking on the link itself, it was
It is
opening,
coming,
Ashish.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what I said. If it is not opening, then you can follow this. Sometimes after clicking on the URL also, it will not open, depend on your system's RAM and all. So if that is the case, then copy this and open in a new browser.
Shall I open it in the browser?
Yeah, open it in a new browser.
And Ashish, like serving Flask app like that, it was saying, right? So Flask is also in web development library, or
correct. And this is the Dash application is using all the backend codes from Flask only.
okay, so Flask and Dash,
Flask,
these two are the web
JavaScript,
application.
correct.
Okay.
Flask, JavaScript, these are the backend, codes that being used in these applications. These are the, you can say these are the bricks. If Dash is the wall, then these are the bricks.
Okay.
Okay, now this is your application, live application running on your system. First you verify that. And what this part, this is your local IP. And what is this 8050? This is the port number. Now these are concepts in your engineering
networks.
part, networks part. Okay.
Yeah.
So a port, why we need a port number? Anyone knows? What is port there?
With a port number, our URL can be able to port with a specific number. I think it'll route us to that exact website.
Let me try to make it layman term for you. So suppose this is your system, and there is multiple applications like this app.py. You have app.1py, app2.py, like this. Multiple applications are running, or multiple applications are there. Now, how to access these applications from one system? That's the question. At a time, how I can access this all applications? So when we are interacting with any application in our system, that is going through a port. Like that means this application is running in 8050 port. If you have another application, suppose this one, you run these applications with another port number. That means you are going to interact with the application through this port. That's why there is a port number with after the URL. That means this app.py script, this is your applications, is using the port 8050. That means this is a gateway to your application. Clear, right? Now, let's go back to the documentation and follow the instruction over there. Yeah. Now, go below. There is a GIF also, how it is getting done. Please see how it is getting done, right? And this is what you did also, right? So a beautiful explanation through GIF also. Okay, now go below. Here they have explained the code breakdown that we just wrote in the script, because so many things we are covering, so you may forget to understand the code you have written in the py file. That code breakdown is here. First, line by line they have explained it. See, what is the first line you wrote in your script? From dash import dash and html. What does this means? From dash import dash html. What does this
From the
mean?
dash library, we are importing the dash module HTML.
Huh. So using this, you are going to utilize the core components. Like suppose HTML headings you want to give, or you want to give a radio button, text box. So those things will be coming from here, right? From dash, import the specific components that you are going to use inside your code. Okay. When creating dash apps, you will almost always use the import statement above. As you can create more advanced dash app, you will import more packages. Making sense, right? And this is how you initialize the app. They have already given you the explanation. Okay. Now come below. App equal to dash name. I'm not explaining that part. Here, the code app.layout equal to html.division. What does this mean? That means you created the application, object of the application. Let me annotate it again so that you can understand what I'm saying. So you created here the app. Once this object is created, you are calling the app.layout. So this will do what? The application you are running in the server, the layout of that application will be performed using app.layout. Clear? This one clear? Now in the layout, what we need, we are calling, yeah.
That the dash underscore name we are giving, that app, this is the app is the variable name we have given, and
Correct.
this is the syntax for every
App creation. Yeah.
For every time we need to give like this only.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So every time app and this part, this part and this part. I told you initially, right? These two things you need to follow if you are launching or writing or developing any app. Okay. We'll also we'll see what is the significance of this. What is this debug equal to true? That is there in the documentation. Beautifully, they have explained that. Okay, and we are now understanding the middle part, the code that we have written.
That the children we have given the variable is this is the variable name?
No. So first you understand this is we are defining what the layout of the applications. So whenever you see in anyone's code app.layout, what you will get from there, that you are creating the layout structure. Layout means what? How it will going to visualize
look like
once you run the library. Equal to html.div. What is html.div? Where is this HTML coming from? Here I created the object, then I'm calling app.layout. Where this HTML is coming from?
From import dash HTML.
Correct, right. Exactly. So from html.div. So now this div is what? Same concept in HTML. That means what? What div signifies, guys, in HTML?
It's an HTML component for a division.
Right. That means you are making a some space to write something. You consider you are creating a blank space by calling html.div. By calling html.div, so if you go to your application, running application, Divya, running application in your browser, so when I say running application means what? In the browser, what it is open for you. The application it is, yeah. So better you do one thing, you close other tabs or it will get confused. Only open the documentation tab and IDE tab and the browser tab where the application is running. Rest everything, please close it for easy purpose. Right. Okay, now tell me, don't close that one. That is the documentation.
Okay.
Control Shift T.
Control Shift T.
Control Shift
Yeah.
T for
T.
tiger. Tiger. Okay, you open it again, not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
coming
it is
now.
on.
Now, Divya, please mark my word here. When I say go to your IDE, you go to the Python PyCharm. When I say go to the documentation, you go to the left-hand side. When I say go to the running application, that means which one? Currently, you are in the running application. Okay. Now clear? You are not going to confuse when I say this. Okay.
Okay, clear.
And you can switch between this and your IDs through which key? Alt tab. Can you please press Alt tab? And for Mac users, yeah, Alt tab again. Keep pressing Alt tab and see what is happening. So from here, again you press tab by holding Alt. You can switch between these screens here.
Okay.
So if I say go to the IDE, how to go from here? Using Alt tab, right? And go back to the documentation again, because this is what we're going to do frequently now to understand the code. That's why I'm making you practice how to switch between immediately with the documentation and the code you are writing. Okay, so that you will read here and go to your code and understand this. Okay, that's my motive here to make you do this. Now, go below, go below, go below. Yeah, in the documentation. Yeah. Go below. This one we covered. This one we covered. Code breakdown we covered. Right? Now, this one. Okay. So before jumping to this one, I will, okay, let's do one thing. In the left hand side, it is there dash fundamentals. This one. Can you please click there? Everyone, please go here. Layout.
I just like before we do that, like you have told that HTML dot division children equal to hello world, right? So
Okay. I was just lost from there. Thanks for reminding me. So I was discussing about HTML dot division, right?
division, yeah.
So Divya, in the running application,
Yes, sir.
if you go to the running application, now here division means you are creating a blank space. Suppose here, and if you go back to the code you have written and try to understand where you have written division and where you have written hello world, and try to correlate with the what you are seeing right now. So go back to your code or the IDE.
HTML division.
Okay, where is the code that we wrote?
Came here to fundamentals layout. That
So,
is in the 20 minutes.
Okay, no worries. Go to the IDE code that you are running the script in IDE, right? Go to that. Yeah, guys. So make it a practice like this. Okay, you have to do this very frequent, like so many times you have to do this to understand. So here, just let me, this panel is bothering. Yeah, HTML.div here, right? So this means what? Blank space. Now tell me how many HTML div I have used here. One is this one is this one. Why I use two? What is the benefit of using two here? Or why they have used two? And please verify how the parameters. So this HTML division is belongs to this HTML division. That is clear. Can you understand by looking to the code? And here, if you see, this is being passed as a list to the whole HTML.div. So this is means on a whole blank space. Inside the blank space, you are creating another blank space containing the text called hello world. This children means the value associated with this second division. Now, what is the relationship between first division and second division? You tell me. What is the relationship between the first div and the second div? So this
Of
is
the
as a
total
whole.
blank spaces we are.
Huh,
uh,
correct. And this second one?
Is a list of, in the list we have storing the data.
So that means we are creating a blank space, and inside that again we are creating a blank space. This means this one. Are you getting right? So first division is for what? The initial layout. Second division is, so suppose, so why we're doing this? Suppose you create one blank space here. Here you put a text box. Another blank space here. You put a button, radio button here. But these are part of the initial div. That means if I want to add more anything like another div, can you please add another div and write, it is written hello world, you say hi world. So do these things using hi world. Let it be. So yeah, so you think and type. Think how this is written and type hello world. Sorry, hi world.
That children, that name have to give the same.
So that is a default parameter you have to use. Children name is always there because this is belongs to which function? HTML.div function, right?
Okay.
Hi world. So do these changes and we'll see. Now don't do anything. Hold on a second. Control S. And here, if you see, there is an error. Can you see what is the error?
Comma was missed because there's a list.
Control S, then come down and run the script. Don't type, Divya. Use the up key. So this is the practice you need to do, guys. Okay. Use the up key. py then hit enter. Right. Go back using Alt tab. Go back to the server again. Alt tab. You have already opened that. You need not to open that again and again. Can you see what happened? Another division. If you write hi world. So do this kind of experimentation. Remove one division, insert one division, insert more division. Okay, try to write different and see how this is getting populated what in your UI. So this is hello world, hi world. Now we understood how this is working. Or any query here?
So if we give divisions, like it'll create a blank space, or else it'll move the cursor to the next line.
Yeah, so that means this is occupying a space for you, for your implementation. Suppose you want to add something or do something. So using this division, that's why initially there is a first division which contains all these things. Do one, try to do after the session, do something or create one division after the list or something like that. Do some experimentation. Okay, but not now. Do it on your own and see what is happening. Error you are getting or not. Can you back to the code documentation again, Divya? Yeah, let's see what is next. Dash dot layout. Okay, now here, hold on a second here. This you need to read. Okay, this tutorial will walk through a fundamental aspect of Dash work. For production dashas, we recommend styling the app layout with. So now if you are, this line is for if you are going to implement in your work environment, but we are not doing this because this is the first time we are doing. So if you want to run this in a production environment in your business, you can follow the steps they have mentioned. There is some cost associated with it. So there's a different thing. Okay. Now go down. Right here. No, before the code. Here. To get started, create a file name app.py. Already did this. Copy this code. Now copy this code in your script. How to copy? Right. Then go back. Take your time. Don't be in hurry or yeah. So think and then. Now where you need to change? So app.py, you select Control A and delete it. Select Control A in the app.py. Yeah. Control A, delete it, backspace, then Control V that you pasted from there, the code, right. Okay, this is how you need to do for every code that we are going to follow. Okay, right, we'll understand the code, don't worry. Now go back to your server where the app is running using Alt tab. Refresh it, right, and it will automatically pop up, no worries. So guys, please keep in mind what you are following. Okay, don't be in hurry, go one by one, what you are doing first and what is next. Now what is this one? This is a simple web application where you are showing a data frame or a bar chart. This is a bar chart.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this is what you are getting. Now let's try to understand from the code. Go to the code in your IDE. Right, starting from the start of the code. So this app equal to this main and all run server, that dash underscore name that I'm not explaining, right? So after that, what is written? Can you try to understand? Because I know you guys will understand the code here. Tell me what is happening in the code. Let's go through it.
We are creating the data frame. Fruit, amount, and the city. We have in that data frame, we have given the columns fruit, amount, and city.
Correct. And the values in the row values, right? Great. Now here, if you see, what is in the next line? Data frame you created. Okay.
And that it's a bar chart. For the bar chart fig equal to px, the bar chart we have created.
Great.
That px,
Great.
I don't know.
So okay, so this px is, so when you don't know something, try to find out where it is. How, where, from where this px came? Can you please verify that one? Guys, where this px came?
Plotly. Plotly.
No, Divya, you have to show me where it is written, px, in your code. Here, but it coming from the import statement. Go to the import statement.
Plotly.express.
Yeah. No worries. You take your time to understand. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you see where is px is, what you imported as px?
Plotly. We have imported the Plotly
Dot
library.
express. Plotly dot express as px. Right. So that's what you're. So initially we saw plotly graphs, right? Two ways you can create the plotly graphs. One is using plotly dot express first. Another option is plotly dot graph objects. Now you tell me which one we used to understand previously. Go dot, right? We are using go. If you recollect, that go is the abbreviation form of what? Plotly dot graph objects.
Okay.
Okay, here px is plotly dot express. Okay, in both way you can plot a different, you can draw different plots. Okay, so here, did you understand where this px now coming from?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Px dot bar. Okay, bar plot. Rest everything I think you will understand, right? We already saw this. Data frame, what is the x-axis, y-axis. So in the x-axis, which column from the data frame we are using? Fruit column. In the y-axis, we are using the amount column. Okay, and we are giving different color. So can you tell me, guys, we have discussed this in a different library, the same thing, but in a different library, there the parameter is different. Which one?
Hue.
Hue in C1, guys. Hue in C1. What was the work of hue previously in the C1 library?
That we are distinguishing the gender, male and female, or somewhat like that.
Right. Yeah, that is specific to that particular example. But in overall, in general, what this is doing, it will find out how many types of category you have in that column. And based on the category, it will create different color for different category. Okay, same thing is being done here in the color. That means using plotly, instead of hue, you can use color. Hue is to Seaborn library. We are using plotly library. So the point what I'm saying is different libraries have different terms, but doing the same thing in the background. That you need to understand. Okay. So that's why color. Bar mode is group. What is this bar mode? So we are not going to discuss about bar plot here. Okay. So if you want to know more about what these parameters and all, and you know what to do, right? Go to the documentation, see what exactly this parameter is doing.
Grouping the cities, same cities, and plotting the graph.
Yeah, that means what? It is an aggregation it is doing, right? Grouping with the what? City. Now, this is the figure. Okay, guys, this is the, so what you did, you created the data frame, you created the plot, but you created in the raw format. It is not displayed now. You just define this. Your data frame you defined, your bar plot you defined. We have to execute this or implement this inside our code. If you go to the next line, what is that? App.layout, right? App.layout. Again, same concept of division. Can you try to understand what is happening? What is the blank space? Yeah, what is the bigger division? What is inside that? What is that? And try to understand from the code. Scroll down. Yeah. Just keep app.layout in the screen, scroll a bit down. Yeah, make it, I just wanted to, so tell me what are there inside app.layout. Select that. Divya, you select what we are passing as app.layout. Yeah, select the whole thing. Tell me till which part it is app.layout. Right. Correct. So just, yeah, just show us that part only. Huh. Now let's try to understand here. App.layout, html.div. This is the larger space in your HTML page. Inside that, what we are passing?
That first space.
So whenever you see children, what you will understand, this is the value that you want to pass to any component that we are using. Here, what component we are using? What do we mean by component here?
Division, the HTML divisions.
Yeah, if you recollect, we discussed two types of components are there in DAS application. One is DCC, DAS core components. Another is
HTML component.
HTML component. So here, which component we are using? HTML component. Okay. HTML.div. From HTML, we are using div. Suppose I want to see in the second line. It is HTML header component. Okay. So these are the components. Now, in this component, children means what? Every component is having a children parameter. So this is nothing. This is just a by default value that you want to show inside that component. Are you getting what is children means? The value inside that component that you want to show. Now tell me the first division children and what is the second division children's relationship. Try to figure it out. That means
Children, hello.
Tell me what we are in html.div first division html.div, which values we are, select the values that we are passing to that division. Yeah, select the value, right? Before, yes, everyone agree with this? This is the value we are passing to this html.div function. Now here in this, what is children? That means this division's value that you want to show, that is children. So first division's children, please select that part. What are the first division's children? Select them totally. This one, everyone agrees that this is the one.
Yeah.
First division's children. Which values we are passing as first division's children? Guys, anyone wants to try? It is this one that we are passing? So if you see here, children equal to, then a list is there, right? Opening bracket is there. So to find all what we are passing, you have to find the closing bracket of that bracket. That is the value that you are. So this is how you need to understand the code first before you run it. That means what? From here to here, all things are coming inside what? First division's children.
Okay. Here also we have given the HTML division.
We'll come to that. We'll coming slow one by one. App.layout, then first division. We'll come to the second division. Now you first try to understand in the first division, children parameter is taking a list. List of what? And tell me the names. First division, children property is taking a list of what?
HTML.h1, HTML.div, DCC,
Right.
graph.
Right. Okay, that means three things it is taking in the first division. Now inside the first division, first is one heading. What is the heading? Hello dash. After the heading, what we are doing? Another division we are creating. This is the second division. Now you got what is the second division?
A web application framework for our data.
Right. Now please switch between the application that is running and try to visualize hello dash and this html.div and show me where it is written. Hello dash is the heading one. So that heading one code you saw, that is hello dash. Understood? Go back to the code again. If you don't understand, go back to the code again. See H1 where you written hello dash. Okay, this is coming. What is next to it? Another division. And in that division, the children property contains what? This is the message where it is written in this your browser. There is one mosquito which is bothering me. Just a minute. Guys, so the last, yeah, this line is what? This is coming from the division 2, html.division2. Agree? And this message is popping up because of what? That children property. Children equal to, you have written dash a web application framework for your data. This is how line by line you understand the code, also the output of this. Now, what is the third element? So did you understand? We covered two elements from the list, this and this.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yeah.
Right. Now let's go back to your code and understand third element.
And as in here, like we'll write in HTML command like h1, h2, like that we were also using here, right? Like HTML
Right.
dot.
Correct. So you need to call the HTML, then H1 division, paragraph, a link, image, whatever HTML, you have to call this through HTML.h1. Oh, sorry, HTML dot, then the component name.
Then the component in HTML.
Correct. Now, what is the third element? Select the third element.
Graph.
Yeah, select it properly with all the brackets. Yeah. So this is third element. This is dcc.graph. What does this mean? I told you two components were there. First is core component, dash core components. Another is HTML component. So first two elements in the list are HTML components. Third element is a dash core component, DCC. Where this DCC coming from?
From dash.
So Divya, quickly show where this DCC coming from in your code.
Dash core component.
Yeah. So like PX, Where is DCC? Yeah. Okay. So dash component HTML DCC that you imported before writing this code. So these two are what? These two are the components. One is HTML component, one is DCC component. Understood? Now go back to that dcc.graph code. dcc.graph. So this is how you create a graph on the screen, or like heading you created, division you created. Here you are occupying one space for the what? Graph. That means your code will understand after this there is a graph. And can you see what we are passing in the graph? Two parameters, ID and figure. ID means every component is having one ID. Why we need ID for the components? Can you think about
Name
it?
of the graph.
Not name of the graph. It is graph you created above. Where you created the graph in your code previously? No, this is a data frame. Where? Yes.
To locate the graph.
Right. So this is the graph you created, and you store that variable name called what? Fig. This contain your graph. Now using the core components, you are visualizing this graph by passing figure equal to fig. Now why we need ID? ID means a unique identifier to this component. Which component? dcc.graph. This component. If you are telling I am going to use a component, then that component is having a unique ID here. That is called ID. Now, what is the benefit of this? When we'll understand the callbacks, then you will understand what is the benefit of using ID. As of now, leave it as of now to see the usage. When we cover callbacks, there you are using IDs to interact with these things. Okay, no worries. Now you understood what is figure. So that means inside this graph function, I want this is the figure. Figure equal to fig. Where this fig coming from? Here. That means this graph component will contain a bar chart which is stored inside the figure variables. Right? And if you go to your application, this is the figure. Which is the figure? Go to the application, running application. Right? First element in the division list, second element, third element is this. What? This, right? This whole thing is the third element, which is nothing but DCC, dash core component, which is a graph. Any query or any problem to understand this? It is okay now. You had some idea now. Shall we go to the next part of the documentation and follow the instruction?
Yes, sir.
Right, go down, yeah, little bit. No, scroll from the right hand side. Yeah, right hand side. Yeah, go below. So see, this is the code, this is the output also they have provided in the documentation. This is what you are seeing also, right, in your screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and they have also explained it, where to visit. Keep going slowly, keep going slowly. See, this is the web HTTP URL in your web browser, and breakdown of the code. Okay, the layout is composed of a tree of components such as html.div and DCC graph. The layout is a tree of components. So what we just now discussed, these things point wise they have explained it. If you see this line, so there's just telling by writing html.h1, this is same as writing the HTML in the text file or in the HTML format. Okay, that also they have explained it properly. Not all components are pure HTML. The dash core components module dash.dcc contains higher level components that are interactive and generated using JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. So that's why it is very slow and getting slowly loaded. So many things are there in the background. JavaScript, HTML, CSS. It's a combination. That's why you are seeing a beautiful picture using Plotly, because so many things are in the background. And each component is described entirely through keyword attributes. See guys, leave about the 4. Can you read the fifth point? And let me know what you understood from this, because I want you to go through the documentation and understand on your own after 2-3 months.
In the first attribute, it's not mandatory to mention children. Is that right?
Correct.
Huh.
So you are talking about children, right? What is children? So this children means what? The thing. So H1 children, then this is other division children. So that has a value, and you need not to mention children equal to the value. Even if, can you do that? Can you go back to your code and remove where the children is written? Just remove children equal to from everywhere.
From here.
No. Where it is written children equal to, just word children equal to, you need to remove. Nothing else. Will it work or not? That's what I'm saying to you. Whether we are going to encounter any error or it will work fine, just to verify. Yeah. So control save, back to your application. It should automatically refresh. If it is not there, you can refresh that or refresh the page. Did you see any error by doing this? This is what it told in the documentation. Go back to the documentation. This is what it told. Now this is, if you documentation. Go back to the documentation. If you see here, what is written there? Components, fifth point, right? This is always the first attribute, which means that you can omit it. You can omit it means what? That's what we did, right? You removed everything children equal to. So you need not to write it. Children, every time you need to write children equal to just html.h1, then in bracket hello dash. That is the name, or that is the value that heading need to contain. Okay, you can also design your application using CSS. They have provided the tutorial link also in the 6th point. Let's not go to that styling option right now, but you can do if you want to design or CSL custom styling you need to do for your business, you can do it. Now go down, making your first change. Can you read this one? Dash includes hot reloading. What is hot reloading? This features is activated by default when you run your application with app.run debug equal to true. So when you mention app.run, now where this line app.run is there in your code, can you show me? Right. So here he's saying once you mention debug equal to true, that means the auto reloading feature will be activated automatically. What is auto reloading? That means if you change something in the code like we did, right? We inserted another division, we inserted another heading. Can you insert another heading quickly here? Another heading saying something, anything as per your 2 words, hi dash or something. I just want to add another heading, and that also you need to understand where you want to add, either at the top or the bottom of the page. I want it to display after the graph with the message saying in the screen, please refer above graph. I want a message to be written on your screen saying please refer above graph. Make that a heading. So where you need to insert that?
Here,
Yeah, correct. Do it.
message only.
Yeah, that please refer above graph. Write that. And why are you using triple quotes? Okay, okay, no worries. Okay, please refer above graph. Please continue writing it.
Above,
Make sure above, A B O V.
above.
A B O V. Right. E, right. Now don't do anything. Okay. Now here, can you go back to your running application
Actually, do
using
we
Alt
have to
F?
give comma here?
That you need to understand.
Yes, comma.
Why we need to give comma there?
We are giving as a list. So
Correct. Right. So yeah, correct. Now go back to your running application.
controllers, do I have to give?
Yes, yes. Hold on a second. Yeah. Now did you see what happened? At the end of this, you got please refer above graph. And you need not to reload anything. You didn't do anything. You just changed the code there and it got automatically populated in your running application. This is called hot reloading. If this is not activated, then what you need to do? You change the code, then stop the application, then again run the application, then again come to the browser, then see the
Result.
edited part. But here,
So you're saying that like if I'm making any changes in the code, it will automatically reflect over there. So I don't need to run
yeah.
it again and all those.
But you have to press Control S, right? To
Okay.
save that. So this is called hot reloading. Okay, let's go back to the documentation. Let's verify what we discussed is correct or not. Right. And I think this one, this part they have introduced recently or what? So Silpa, you there?
Yes, Ashish.
When we're covering this in our evening batch, this is not there, right?
Yes, this information was not there. That dev tools.
Correct. See, right. So that's what they have implemented. If you don't like hot reloading, you can turn this off with app.run dev tools hot reload equal to false. So I'm not sure why people don't like hot reloading, but yeah, maybe if you don't like, then you can make it as false by using dev tools hot reload equal to false. Or okay. So go below more about HTML component, guys. Now, can you please try to read and understand? That means what it is telling? Copy the code, paste it, and now you know, right? You need not to do anything. You just Control S and go to your application. It will automatically go to the IDE, select everything, delete it. Yeah, then paste this whole code. Right. Control S, go back to the browser and wait for the result. Okay, guys, everyone getting this one? So this is the same graph that we just plot, but here with different styles. What is the style we used here?
HTML dash.
No, like in a general term, what is the previous graph that you are seeing and what is the difference this graph you are seeing?
The
That hello dash.
background color, the grids, and the formatting of the heading and
Right. So first of all, the text color is now blue. Initially it was black. The background color is black. Initially it was white, right? Okay, so we changed something. Same code, but we changed this color and styling, right? Now let's go back to the file code path. Yeah. And see what is the difference you did here than your previous code. Go through it.
Background color.
Right. So here we just created a dictionary which contains what? Key value, key as the thing that you want to change, right? Background text and the respective color code. Now this is the color code. Can you try to search in Google what is the color code for blue or yellow? Search for yellow, or go to Google, search like color code for yellow.
It's not hiding.
No. You need not to hide it. Just open another tab. Oh, you mean to say it's not minimizing?
Yeah, okay.
Color code for yellow color code or anything. Huh. Right. Just a second. Go below. Try. These are the images, right? Image result. Yeah. This is the color code, right? Copy that. And paste.
To the code window.
Yeah. Now, what is the color code of the text you change to this color?
Text
So
is
Alt
blue.
tab, Alt tab. Are you using Alt tab to switch between your?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go to the IDE. Now text color, make it this color.
Shall I change?
So that means what? Text color you need to change to this that you copied.
Okay.
I think you need to give the hashtag also. I'm not tried not giving the hashtag, but yeah, you can guys try to experiment. This is the text color, right? Now, where we are utilizing this colors dictionary in our code, can you please go there? Next line of code. Next line of code you understood? This is same, right? Creating data frame, then figure. What is the difference of code that we are using here? See, figure dot update layout. The figure we are plotting bar plot. What is the update? The layout we are updating with background color, paper background color, and font color, font. Now these values are coming from where? Colors. Then now tell me left hand side, this side we understood. Tell me this side, where it is coming from. Colors, then background, colors, then background. Where it is coming from?
Is it from HTML?
colors
Sir,
dictionary.
here
The
we are
dictionary that
creating.
we created. The dictionary we created here. Go to the dictionary. Colors, right? So here we are accessing the colors by, so this is a dictionary. How to access the dictionary? By mentioning the key. What are the
Yes.
keys here? Background or text? If I mention colors in the bracket, so this is what it is being assigned here. That means update the layout with plots background color equal to dictionary colors where the keyword is background. That means we are accessing what? That color code. Are you getting?
Yes,
Now
sir.
do one thing. Divya, in that dictionary, create another key called new color. Create another key called new color. And give the different color. I think we could have used the previously color code. Search for blue color code. Okay, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Go on back to the documentation and refer the color code from there. The old one, the previous one. You understood what we are doing? Like, let's try to see. The text color you copy from there. Paste it in the new color. You define in your code. Paste this value in your new color key. So this is the value to the new color key that you created inside your dictionary. Go to the IDE. Right. And there is a error. Why there is a error? Because you forgot a comma in the dictionary. Right. So this is 3 colors you are using. Everyone agree with this? Now why there is a, that is not a error, right? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Now go to bottom where the keys is getting accessed here. Here make the font color. Sorry, not background. Change anything, like use 3 colors. BGC color is colors background. Paper BGC color is colors new color. Make paper BGC colors are colors new color key. This is the key, right? And this is text. Now go back to your application and Control S and go back to your application and see what is the new value. Just hold on a second. Something is happening.
Can I refresh it?
Yeah, maybe.
Updating.
No, this updating will be there. What is the yellow color code we used? Can we use this in the text? Go back to your code and try to use yellow color in the text.
This color.
Background color, but there is something, I think there's some error it is showing us, which we are not able to.
Text.
Typo. Okay,
Can
it is
you try
auto
removing
suggesting.
hash before the yellow color code? We were trying whether hash is compulsory to give them.
But for me, like with that
So
hash
hash is
also, it's
there,
working
right?
fine.
So Dinesh, you are getting the yellow color?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Just a minute. New color we are using. Text we are using this color. Go to the code. Oh, there is a error already there. We are not ignoring all these things.
It's for
Text.
text only.
Oh, okay. Can you give a space for that new color, Divya? Space before the column. No, colon you used, right? Space before the colon, the 2 dots here.
Yes.
Space before that, after that. I think that is something is showing in the error.
It's showing for text key.
It is showing for text key, is it?
Now it's gone, sir.
Just a minute.
It's just like a good practice for giving the spaces.
So always this is a good practice to giving the spaces, like whenever you are writing something equal to this value, make sure before equal to or any symbol or anything, there is a sufficient space is there. But here I think everything all right. Okay, and your application got stopped actually. I think we are Divya, can you run Control S this and run the application again in your terminal? It is got stopped. No, not here. Go to the IDE and the bottom part of the IDE. Run there again. Here, in this area,
Okay.
Yeah, run that application again because it got stopped. I think that's why it is not popping up actually, the results. Yeah, now go back to the browser. No, don't open that same browser you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
now it
now it
is
is
getting.
changed.
Yeah, so I think that time the application
Yeah.
got stopped and we are waiting for here to, so make sure the application is running. Now, can you see what is happening? Background color. Huh. So just to show you,
It's changed
the
to
text,
blue and the text is yellow.
correct. And this one, background of the graph and this one. This is a different color, background is a different color, and the text is a different color. Now understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go back to the documentation again. Okay. Go below. So can you see here? Others app.layout style in the division section. That means specific to the division also you can style the background color. So I hope by looking into the code, you can understand what is the bigger division, what is the subdivision inside that. So suppose you want to color this part. This part is defined as what? Tell me. What is this part?
We were talking about the second HTML division.
Second
It says
HTML.
that,
And
yeah,
Second division.
correct.
yeah.
The
It
heading.
And if
says
you
that Dash web application framework for your data, it's supposed to be aligned in the center, and then the color is going to be the text. Like I think in text in the VS Code, it is blue, so that it will turn into blue and then it will be center aligned.
great. Right. So now you understood. No need to explain about this once. This is the styling that you want to
Yeah.
carry out.
And also that app.layout is the default thing in the Dash, so that with the app.layout only we can able to plot the things in a
So
application.
this app is the object that you created.
Okay.
App equal to dash then underscore name, right?
Mhm.
This is the object. By creating that object, from the object you are calling this constructor or method. So this is helping out to construct your layout, isn't it? Of your app layout. So in the layout, you are mentioning all the components. Okay, let's go to the next code. What is the time? Okay, it's 11, close to 11. So guys, can you please yeah, go below. We'll discuss one more, then we'll wind up. I think I have one work actually. Okay, scroll down. So this one is clear, right, guys? And this is the effect of the color. It is like explaining what we just discussed. It is explaining the things. Okay, try to read this and make sure what we discussed and this is resembled with what we just discussed, or you want to go through this. Yeah, Silpa, what is the query you have?
Actually, Ashish, I was trying some building a Dash application, and I have some query like right now what we are doing is each component is coming one below the another, like first heading, then subheading, and then the graph. I want that to be done side by side. If once we are done with explaining this, I'll show you my screen and ask you what I
No,
want.
we Silpa, we have that extensively in the, I think next few 2-3 codes, we'll see the different divisions. Like you are talking about horizontal divisions, right? In the horizontal direction.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so it is there. It is there. You
I
can
got some
customize.
codes like they were using some row functional row parameter inside the
Table,
div.
right? Table they have to use. HTML.table, then there the table head and table row. Do you have that code handy with you?
Yes,
Can
yes,
you
I
show
have.
me? So guys, we'll not continue today. From tomorrow, we'll start from here. Is that okay? And this is how we are going to continue. Okay, we'll read the documentation and we'll implement it.
I cannot share my screen. Like Divya will have to
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll stop.
Yeah.
I'll stop. Actually, that last day session, we have uploaded the notebooks notes, and that notes we have do it all those things in these things in a collab also. There also it's run, and it shows the output.
Is it? Collab also it is running. Okay, we'll come to that part. Let's first resolve Silpa's issue.
Okay, so
Yeah, Silpa. Yeah, what you are
So
doing?
this is my code. I'll share the output with that. Okay, this is how my output looks like. But now I want this table to be at one side and these radio buttons and drop downs on the right hand side of the table.
Okay. So actually, this is the code they have already provided, right? This data is yours data.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So okay, I'll show you. Go to the documentation. We'll cover this also. Like this is the part of this session also that we'll keep going through this. We'll reach out to this point.
I remember you had like explained while explaining the radio button and the list.
You go to that one. There you will. I'll tell you quickly. And tomorrow we'll discuss this in detail. Notice the alignment with different one. But you go to that radio button wala thing.
Yes, this
And
was the one, right?
Correct. So here your questions, your answer of your question lies in here. Okay.
Yeah, I want to be displayed like this, but I'm not able to understand how they are doing it with this code.
No worries. So see, to understand this, first you need to understand the div concepts here. Which div belongs to which part?
Okay.
Okay. So first that I showed, right? Select the first division. Then inside the first division, which part is there? Select that part. Okay. Then only you'll be able to understand. So app.layout, that first division is always common. That is the larger one. Okay. Inside this, we are passing. So first you tell me how many elements we pass this in this first division list. That you try to verify. Number of elements in this list we passed.
In this one, in this
In this
example,
code,
they have given.
in this code only. In here, and
this
what is
code,
we are seeing?
So in the first division, they have a drop down.
No. I said first division. You are explaining the second division.
Okay.
In the first division, how many elements they passed in the list?
They have one division, then the second division. Two divisions they have. In the middle.
That means one division for the left hand side, one division for the right hand side.
Yes.
Okay. Now come to the left hand side. Explain the left hand side division. How many elements and which are the elements?
Left hand side, they have one drop down.
Right.
And another drop down. Select drop down and then a radio item.
And how they are managing this length of this? Using padding and flex in the left division. Are you getting? If you change this value, you will observe the difference.
So style is one of the
padding and flex
arguments of my division.
Second division of your second division.
Okay. Yeah, in a for like this inner division, this side, left hand side.
Right. So this division, okay, just a minute. The first division is the whole code, whole page. Imagine like this. This is the whole page.
So
Okay,
this
this
helps me.
division, first division is left hand side, second division is right hand side. Okay, we'll discuss this in detail tomorrow because this is also we need to go through. Okay, no
Okay.
worries. You try to play with this part. Okay, styles, padding, and flex. You will understand because you know, like as this is first time for them, but you can grasp quickly. So play with this style option. Okay, you will
Okay.
you'll understand. Yeah, Divya, you were saying something. The note regarding the notes.
Yeah, sir. That go in Google Colab also, it's also running. And
No, so the
why
notes
do we
are
need to go to that PyCharm?
okay. Okay, so in Google Colab, can you show how it is running in Google Colab? It's Silpa, you can stop your screen. Divya, show us how you are
Yeah,
running in
sure.
Google Colab.
But also, like when we were talking about Google Collab, like we can't say that like if we were going into an organization, like we can't say that like people were using Google Collab. So it is better to be familiar with this, right?
Yes, we will see. So both are IDs, both have their own pros and cons, right? So Google Colab, I just wanted to show you how Divya is utilizing Google Colab to run an application. So Silpa, are you
Actually, she
stop?
was.
Silpa, can you please stop sharing your screen?
And Ashish, like also like while the viewer is sharing the screen, I have a little doubt. Actually, like we were using that import plotly dot express as px, right? So what is that plotly dot express actually? Like plotly I've seen, but what is that plotly express?
So
And then we have used.
two ways you can draw the plotly graphs: plotly
Mhm.
express and plotly graph objects. Graph objects we have already seen with explanation.
Yeah, that is fine. Like what is this
Plotly,
express will do?
same thing, but there is a bit difference. It's a concept of high level and low level. High level and low level is a what? Concept for the developers to understand which
Okay.
one you need to use in your work environment. So if you go through the documentation, it will be clear to you. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So you know plotly.graph object. Now you understand what your
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
plotly.express. Same, you will understand, not a problem. So Divya is now able to show us the okay. So that means you can run this code in what?
Colab.
Colab also. But the thing is, previously it was not
But
working
here it
because
shows error. I don't know. Actually, at the day that last Wednesday I have tried this. That time it shows, but now it
no,
shows the error.
here port number we are changing, right? So this, see guys, this is a laptop belongs to Google. We are doing a laptop belongs to us. Which port number to be used, where we need to store the file, which location. Google's laptop will be a bit difficult for you to write, right? Which what is
Yeah.
inside the laptop, don't know, right? In Google's laptop, which port number to use, which one is free, which one is not free, that you don't know, right? But previously it was not working, now it is working. I'm saying like how it is working. Maybe Google updated the code and they have given you this to run it. You can see it is not running in any server address. So if you run the script, the port number is the problem here, Divya. Okay, change the port number that we are using, it will work.
Okay.
So I think Google has created these features recently. By running the script, the output we are seeing in a cell output. Okay, because it should run a what? A local server address. So yes, you are correct. Now using Colab, we can do this. Okay. So any other questions?
And one more thing, that EDA concept you give the notes now, that even that notes it shows some errors. That some of the graph will not shows in your original file also. And when I try to run it, it shows some error.
Okay. So Divya, let's do one thing. Can we discuss this after tomorrow class, because I have to drop someone to the airport. I'll be
Yeah,
leaving
sure,
in
sir,
5
sure,
minutes.
sir.
So let's continue this discussion tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I'll be free
Okay, sir.
totally.
Okay.
We can discuss all these things. So if all okay,
Okay, sir.
we'll let's
Yeah,
meet
no
tomorrow, guys.
issues.
Okay. And
Yeah, sure, sir.
notes, actually yesterday notes is the same as today's one. Okay, so you can refer the same one, and I will upload new notes. I'll explain this tomorrow, how to deploy your application in cloud. That is an important thing. Tomorrow I will go through the documentation, and I'll show you the document that I said, using which you can
Okay,
deploy
sir.
this application in cloud. Okay, chalo.
Yeah,
Thank you,
sure.
guys. So let's meet tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank